right, so today I'm going to talk about refined sugars versus natural sugars and the negative effects that refined sugars have on your body and on your mind. So way back in the day when we used to have to hunt and we gather our food, we like pick little flowers and fruits and berries and all that stuff. Back in those days, not that I was around, but back in those days, when we had to do all that, our bodies or nature and our biology had to give us some way to know what was good for us, like what had nutrient or nutritious value. So, feel like making an outfit today? Anyways, that's what we're talking about. So we're basically hardwired with three major tastes to tell us what our bodies need. So salt is a way, salty foods were a way to signal to our bodies that is something to help us to store water or retain water. So if we were dehydrated, then we would crave salty foods because we needed to hold on to that water. Then there's fatty foods. So those fatty type flavors, those we knew were calorie dense. So if it was going to be a winter and it would be a while before we were going to eat, then we would want those high fat foods to keep us full. And then there is sweet. The sweetness, that sensor is to give us energy. So that is why we always, like, when we're kind of feeling down, we go for, something sugary, like, a pick-me-up. So that's how our bodies were hardwired. That's just how our biology works. But with that being said, back in the caveman days, there was not refined sugar around. Everything was natural. So our minds cannot tell the difference between the two. And unfortunately, there's no nutritious value in refined sugars. And so our body isn't getting what it's needs. It's not satisfying that, so it continues to crave. So not all sugar is bad, guys. We need to have good sugars in our life. Everything in moderation. Natural sugars, so fruits, berries, that sort of thing, we need those. Those are good to have in moderation. They have vitamins and minerals and antioxidants. That's all stuff that our bodies need. So do not cut those out of your diet. Please don't. Your bodies need those things. They also are a good source of fiber. We need fiber. And they're a good energy source. Now, refined sugars, those are sugars that go through a processing from cane sugar or from beet sugar, and they process it to take out the sugars and basically concentrate it so it has a heavy sugar flavoring. Those are the kinds of things that you're going to find in cereals and cakes and cookies and all those things that we love and find delicious. So those can have a really negative effect on you. Now, if you have a piece of cake or a cookie every once in a while, that's fine. That's not going to kill you. What I'm talking about today is heavy or regular refined sugar consumption and how it can play a toll on your body. So refined sugars, they have no nutritious value. They're pointless. So they just give you that pleasure, that satisfying taste, but you can also end up craving them. They can actually become very addictive, and I'll go into that a little bit more later. But because they don't have any nutrients in them, they can actually cause a nutrient deficiency. And from that deficiency, your body can actually steal from your bones and your skin and your vital systems just to try and balance your body out. So really, sugar is a thief. It's a bad guy. It belongs in jail. put it behind bars. Okay, well, maybe just restrict it. I mean, you can come out on probation sometimes. We'll let that happen. But it can be pretty bad for you. So it's also not good for your intestines. It can cause digestive issues, and what happens is once it's in the gut, it can cause intestinal permeability, allowing some of that foreign matter to get into the body, which can affect the immune system. So it basically forces the immune system out of a healthy balance and can cause some serious inflammation. Inflammation is really bad. It can also cause free radicals to be in the body, which is no good. So it's a chain reaction. It's like one thing after the next. So once the inflammation happens, it produces enzymes that actually start to break down your collagen and elastin. People, collagen and elastin, that's what keeps your skin full, it's what keeps you looking all beautiful, like nice, tight, full skin. So the more sugar you eat, the more saggy and crepey your skin is going to be. Nobody wants that. Especially as you get older, your collagen production, it like took a hike. It's not coming back. So you really have to work for that collagen production. So it can really play a toll on your skin and how you're looking. It can cause dehydration. It can cause hormonal imbalances. It can increase your cortisol levels. It can cause breakouts. Look, people, I had a piece of pumpkin cheesecake at work this week, and I got like 1 pimple, 2 pimple, 3 pimple, 4 pimple. It's just not good for your skin. It's not good for your body. My body's like now trying to get it all out. It's not good. So with losing that collagen and elastin, saggy skin, and all of those wrinkles, it can also lead to redness and rashes. Okay, those are so unpleasant. So unpleasant. Oh my, sorry guys, my cow thing's coming off here. We will not say goodbye to the cow, okay? All right, so another thing is it can cause your skin to look dull. So with that dehydration, you're not having like that supple skin, and you can just start to look like old and worn out. You know, sugar is kind of like a bad witch that's like stealing all your youth. It's just not good. It can cause, obviously, blood sugar imbalances, which is no good. That's why a lot of people who have diabetes have to watch their sugar intake. And your dentist always tells you, like, say no to sugar. The sugar can actually feed the bad bacteria in your mouth, causing tooth decay. So it's really bad for your teeth. So really, what we're saying here is sugar is just gonna, your looks are gonna go out the window. You're not gonna have any teeth left. You're gonna look like you do meth, okay? Nobody wants to look like they do meth. So cut out the sugar. I mean, it's okay. You can have like a cookie once a year on your birthday or a piece of cake. Okay, you don't have to be that strict. But guys, you can have natural sugars. So pineapple is really good. You got your blueberries, your strawberries, your raspberries. All those fruits are really good for you. Watermelon has a lot of water in it. It's gonna help keep you hydrated. There are so many good sugars out there. And once you eliminate those refined sugars, those natural sugars actually taste really good and are just as rewarding. So it can also overload the liver. Now this is where it comes into actually both of them. Natural sugar or refined sugar. If you're having too much in it, then once it's in your gut, it kind of can't tell the difference. Like sugar is sugar there. So if you're just eating natural sugars like all day long, you're overloading on that, then that can even have a poor effect on your health. If you have too many sugars in the body that your body cannot process, at a certain point you could overload your liver, which causes your body to turn that fructose into actual fat and store it in your body. So that's not good. But you're more likely to eat more refined sugars if you're starting with refined sugars, because it has no nutrient value, so there's no turn off switch in your brain. Think about it like when you're super hungry, you're like starving and you want to go and get something to eat, and you get a steak and you like cut into your steak, and that first bite is like mouth watering, you're just like in heaven. Oh, so good. You like want to marry the steak, you're looking for the preacher. I mean, yeah, it's wonderful. And then your next bite is still pretty good. It is. But with each bite, it gets less and less delicious, because the more full you get, your body, it sends signals to the brain to tell yourself you're getting full, and so you don't need that anymore. And then you eventually stop eating, because with each bite, it's less and less tasty, because it's your brain saying, okay, I don't need it anymore. So that happens with sugar as well. I don't know about you, but when I eat pineapple, like I love pineapple, but I get to a certain point where I'm like, okay, I've had enough, I'll put it away. Same thing with berries. But if I eat some Oreos, I'm gonna eat the whole pack. Oreos are dangerous. They are straight up heroin. Heroin. We don't need no heroin in our lives, people. Let's keep it clean. Keep it clean, okay? Say no to Oreos. I haven't had an Oreo since like last December. Super proud of myself. Been sober. It's good. It's good. But Oreos, they're the devil. Every time I see them at the store, the struggle is real, okay? I love me some Oreos, but they are the devil, okay? Don't ever offer me an Oreo, by the way. That would just be cruel. Anyways, back to what we're talking about. It can also have a big mental and emotional toll on you. So what we were just talking about is, because it doesn't have those nutrients, it's actually sending that pleasure signal to your brain. So when, let's take it back in the day again to when we were hunting and gathering. We're like picking all stuff up, putting it in our basket. Yeah, because we could weave baskets back in the day. We could. So we were hunting and gathering, and then we would eat, and then it would create a pleasure response in our brain. So we would remember that those things were good for us. But now we created all of these things that are like hyped up, they're like all cracked out, and then they get us all cracked out, and then we just want more, and we literally become addictive. And it actually, there are studies that show that they cause you to not only have like that addictive behavior there, but poor behaviors in other areas of your life. It can also contribute or cause depression and anxiety. And I think that really it's just a vicious cycle, because especially when you eat those things, then you start feeling bad about yourself, and you feel really out of control. Like you literally are out of control and messing with your head seriously. Anyways. Also, they have some research that suggests that heavy intake of high fructose corn syrup can increase your risk of Alzheimer's. Nobody wants Alzheimer's. It's already bad enough that you're eating all those cookies, then you're gonna forget that you ate the cookie, and you're gonna eat more cookies, and you're gonna be worse off. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be real bad. I mean, it's already real bad if you got to that point. So, yeah. Also, it can impair your ability to concentrate and to learn. So, do not feed your kids that kind of sugar when you're sending them to school. They ain't gonna learn nothing. It's like a waste of education. I don't know that the school systems are all that great, because I haven't been in school for a while, but let's not, oh, there's like a fly. You know, see like a cow out in the field and there's like a fly, this fly must think like I'm a real cow. Thanks, fly, you're real nice. Anywho, we don't want to diminish their learning ability anymore, so let's not feed them those refined sugars. Let's all opt for the healthy sugars. I absolutely love berries because of all of their vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Antioxidants are huge, especially if you've been eating the refined sugar, because it causes so many free radicals, and the antioxidants, they fight those free radicals to get you back in the game. So that's that. All right, guys, that's all I got. I'm gonna go eat some grass now.